Welcome back to another weekly guidance reading with the Star Oracle. I have pile 1, pile 2. Use your intuition and pick whichever one you are most drawn to. We will go with pile 1 first. Card 1. Chiron Healer. Okay. Immediately I'm drawn to this staff, sword. I get sword. That's what's coming to mind, and I'm getting you are being guided to wield your sword. You have a lot of past wisdom gained from different experiences throughout your life. And with that wisdom, the sword is the wisdom. Use your wisdom as your tool to set yourself free from this situation that you currently find yourself in. I'm drawn at the same time to these clouds here and this really pretty light here. And I'm getting that you're coming through the cloudy period. You're coming through the storm into this really pretty scene here. But you need to keep your sword, your wisdom with you and ready to help you. There is going to be a situation, I'm immediately drawn to these little thorny things, that is thorny, spiky. There's issues at play here that are beyond your control, but your wisdom that you have gained will help you through it. I'm getting also that some of you, not all of you, some of you are tangled. You're tangled up in some kind of drama situation that you don't want to be in. And for those who are in that type of a predicament, you're being guided to look within, and previous lessons that you've learned will help guide you through this one. You've been in a similar situation, and you know how to guide yourself out of this situation without getting stuck with all these thorns. I'm getting that this tangled up situation, you feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. If you walk away, you're going to upset person A, but if you stay, you're going to upset person B, and you don't even realize it, but there is a person C who's watching you to see what it is that you do. That's where the 3 here comes from. So you are in a fickle little situation, but you have been in a similar situation historically, and you are being guided to look back, take stock in old situations and memories that have happened, and use that as your catalyst to navigate your way through this thorny situation. Then I'm drawn to the head of the snake specifically, and I'm getting that if you follow that guidance and you use your own life experiences to navigate your way out of this, you're gonna cut the head off of the snake, so to speak, so you won't be in this type of situation again. I'm getting it's repeating because you haven't totally learned how to remove yourself out of it. And that's what this is all about, is to help you break through. But again, like I brought up earlier, the clouds, you're coming out of the storm. It's not going to last forever. All right, on to card number 2. Whoops, upside down. We get Peaks of Joy. Okay, so I'm just gonna flip it up for the camera. But this is all about, when it's in reverse, it's letting you know that you are putting too much emphasis on your material achievements, and you're not giving yourself enough credit for the other stuff that you have achieved, be it metaphysical, be it spiritual, be it emotional, mental health, whatever else it is, the relationships that you formed, so on and so forth. That's what this is all about. But I'm quite drawn to her body position and the butterfly, and they're similar in the way they look. And I'm getting you're in a transitional period right now. So while you might not be seeing the material gains for the efforts that you've been putting forward, you are, they're going to happen. You're just in the transitional phase right now. And 33 is the Ascended Masters. So the Ascended Masters are with you and helping you, and you're always guided to pray to them, talk to them, so on and so forth if you need help. Then I'm drawn to the clouds, and I get the sense that you're seeing the storm, which ties back to these clouds. You're really seeing the storm, and you're seeing the problems, and you're trying. You're really trying to push through and persevere and keep going, because you just have to. But you're struggling because you're not seeing the physical manifestation of the efforts that you've put forward. But I'm also drawn to the shooting star, and there's a very light one here as well. And I'm getting that wishes are granted. Like that they're coming. 100% they're coming. You just need to be a little bit more patient. And optimism, that's the word they're saying. You need to remain optimistic. If you start to lose faith, then you're going to pull away and you're going to stop putting forth the effort and the energy, and it will be a domino effect. So you are being guided to look for the happiness within, find that motivation, and understand that you are in the transformation period right now, even though that might not be what you want to hear. And I totally get that, but it is just the way it is. Divine timing is at play, and things are going to happen, but at the right time. Okay, on to the next card. We get Isabella. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. So again, this does tie back to all of this. You are coming through the storm clouds. Again, we have clouds in this card. And as you can see, you got the dove, you've got the moon, you've got this clear spot. So you can, I don't want to say, like, I don't get the sense that you can see the end yet, because some of you can't. Some of you can, but some of you can't yet. But it is right there. And peace, divine intervention, love, divine love, that's all associated with the dove, right, is with you, and it's helping you navigate through the storm. And they're wanting me to emphasize that part. You are being helped navigate through the storm. They're not leaving you alone, and they want you to know that you're not alone. You might feel vulnerable and almost like you're naked, but you are covered. And as you see, this is sheer, and that's just like the angels. You can't see them all the time, but they are there and they are covering you. That's what I get. And I do also get, for the timing is right for this new venture. For some people, you are planning a change, be it a job change, a move to a new home. I'm getting for some I'm getting you're planning to grow your family. And for those, the timing is right to start putting forth that effort and to keep going. If you are planning on moving, I'm getting in the near future, you're going to have an urge, and to trust your urge, because that's your intuition and your angels talking to you. For career, specifically, I get the time is right to start looking and branch out. And for those who also want to start up a spiritual-based business, as a side gig, if you will, you are being guided to follow through with that now. The timing is right for you. And for those who are wanting to grow their family, it is the right time to start doing that. But I am getting some of you will need to do a little bit more research into, I'm getting infertility issues. That there might be some infertility issues that come up, and if that's the case, then the timing is right now to do the research, to speak to the specialist, to start getting that ball rolling for yourself. And then I'm drawn to the monkey here, and that is playful. Don't allow the stress of the change to stress you out and turn it into a negative experience. you are being guided to remain playful. Enjoy it. Make it like an adventure, a journey, have fun with the whole experience. Don't go into it with a steadfast, goal-oriented attitude, because then it's just this step, that step, this step, that step, and it becomes mundane and work, where you are being guided to not just turn it into work, make it fun, make it enjoyable. That way it'll be lasting for you. Okay, and now we're on to this one. We get elm. The elm tree is, it's all about being clear on what you're saying. And I'm drawn to this path here, and it's a little bit, just a little bit wavy, but it is a clear path. And then I'm also drawn to this specific colored leaf, and together what it's telling me is you're not expressing yourself clearly, like articulating and describing exactly the way you feel or think or what your plan is, however it works for you, but you're not doing it clearly. And it is an emotionally based topic, so it has something to do with something you have a strong emotion. It could be parenting, it could be relationship wise, it could be friendship wise. It's something that has a strong emotional tug to you, and you're struggling to explain yourself clearly to the other person so they understand. And as I said, that I noticed that there's 3 of these animals, so there might be 3 people involved. You would be one, and then 2 others. Either which way, you are being guided to get really clear on what it is that you're trying to explain, and that will help the whole situation move a lot smoother. And then I see the distant horizon here with the grassy fields and stuff, and I'm getting the sense that you've got a bit of a journey ahead of you. That's what they're telling me. And it's going to be long, but enjoyable and fruitful. Like, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but in the distance it looks like farmland. So that would be like really fruitful and opportunistic, abundance, those types of things in your future. And this would be near future, but not like tomorrow near future, but within the next 6 to 8 months near future. But before you can get there, they do want you to clear up this emotional dialogue. And then I'm drawn to this peculiar separation of the leaves. And I get that this is what you share with people, and this is what you don't. That's what I get. And they're wanting you to connect with, I am getting spouse specifically, and close friend. But they're wanting you to share a little bit more of what's going on inside you, so that way this person can understand better, because this is obviously much smaller and it leaves a blank space, but you really keep the bulk of your emotions and your feelings and your ideas high up, away from other people. You guard them, you protect them, you keep them safe. But your angels do want you to start sharing a little bit more with either your spouse or a good friend, so that way they can understand better and help. I'm drawn to this and this branch here. So it's almost like you've actually got a couple of levels. So you let some very few people into here, but then you have a sharp line here, and you keep this part here separate. And this is a different variation of what you're willing to share with certain people. And this is what the issue is causing, in this particular situation, it's causing you a bit of issues, because you don't know how to let this person in, and you don't know how to share all of this with them. And for that, you are being guided to take it slow. Just take it slow, one little bit at a time, and work your way through it. Even if you get nervous, they're saying if you get really nervous or anxious, then to use writing. Write it down or type it out. I'm older, so writing is the way we used to go, but I guess typing is the more modern version. and that will help you organize your feelings and your thoughts. You could just email it to them or hand it to them, but you could also read it off of the paper or text, whatever. And that will help you get through the topics that you're trying to express to the person. All right, thank you very much. On to pile number 2. Okay, let's go on to card 1. We get self-node. So this is all about basically your past coming back. Be it past as in karmic past from a past life, or it could be past as in triggers from this current life. But chances are there's roots to your karmic. I'm getting karmic past is actually more connected with this for this particular reading. And I'm drawn to this brown here, and I'm getting with next to the blue, I'm getting it's murky. You're having murky conversations and you're getting really frustrated with the lack of clarity that you're receiving. It's not you giving it, you're receiving mixed messaging and confusion, and it's really frustrating you. I'm getting that this is the part that's tied to the past life, and it's karmic. You're being guided to stave off your frustration. That's part of the karmic lesson, is learning how to navigate this without getting really frustrated or angry or falling back on old habits. Specifically old habits like addiction, for instance, or just turning inward and shutting everybody out, or some kind of an emotional trigger along those lines. The moon, I'm quite drawn to the moon cycles here, is really involved, and as the full moon approaches, it's going to heat up. Whatever this murky situation is, it's going to heat up as you approach the full moon, and that's really where you're being guided to not pop off. Do your best to remain as calm as you can. I do get that I'm drawn to this, like there's another person, like there's you and the person that's having the murky conversation, but then there's a third person involved, and the third person involved is the catalyst. And it's like, I see this, which looks like it's slingshotting, almost like a pinball machine, and it's caused this catalyst, and this is where the karmic is really coming in, and you can see all the spikes here, and the spikes are like issues, conflicts, unresolved problems. And this is not anything that you want to hear, I'm guessing, because I wouldn't want to hear it. I am getting drawn to the star, and that's giving like a symbolism of like wish upon a star, good things are coming. It's a really rocky time right now with a lot of past karmic problems that are coming into the fold, but you are guided to try and learn or pull wisdom from your past, from the lessons that you've already gone through, to help yourself navigate through this situation. I do get like a lot of like, you feel like this is spinning, like I get like disco ball, like it's spinning and spinning and spinning, and it's not stopping, and you can't figure out if you're going left, right, up, down. You can't figure anything out because everything keeps changing around you and spinning, and it's really difficult. I get a strong sense that you are in a very difficult situation and you are stuck and you don't quite know what to do. Let's pull the next card up and see what that one says. We get goblins. So this does definitely follow suit with the South Node card. We'll start with the more positive or potentially positive. We get the number 5. 5 stands for changes and transitions, so it could be positive. It could be good. I do get the sense that good will come, but there's a lot of, I'm really drawn to like the dark eyes. There's a lot of not goodness going on around you, and hidden. There's even like, that's what the dark eyes are. They're hidden, not goodness. I'm getting Goblin, the whole point in this card, it's like there's bad things that are happening, and there's been bad things that have happened, and as you've gone along life, the traumas that have happened have caused you to lose pieces of yourself along the way, and they get like transformed into goblins. So where you were once whole with all positive and divine light, as you've gone along in life, the trauma and things have morphed certain parts, elements, characteristics, traits, whatever, and they're no longer so divine. And this is just part of the human experience, but what you're being guided to do is take notice of that. You don't have to dwell in the negative, and you don't have to allow the negative self-talk, the negative energies to consume you. There is always light, and that's where I got the 5 from, because it is surrounded by light. And down here is all like, it's pretty nasty. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's some pretty creepy looking things going on in this card. I do get the sense that the goblins in this situation are more outside sources, not inside. I don't get the sense that you are doing a lot of self-hate. I do get it's coming at you. And I'm getting that because of past trauma, it's triggering things that you didn't even know were there. I'm drawn, as I'm saying that, to this hidden face here. It's triggering things that you didn't even know were there for you, that were issues for you. For those things, you are guided to pull them out, look at them, heal them. This would be called like shadow work. But overall, you're going to need to, again, take wisdom from the past and apply it to the current to make your way through this situation. It is not pleasant. It is dark. And I'm drawn to this snake in the grass, which is very much exactly what it sounds like. It's a snake in the grass. There's somebody around you who's being slithering, like they're not telling the truth. They're being deceptive, and they're just waiting for their opportunity to strike. So be aware of that. Chances are, like they just told me, whoever popped into your head when I was talking about the snake in the grass, that is your snake in the grass. Trust your intuition. It will always lead you in the right direction. I am drawn to a couple of these little branches here, which are telling me that there is growth. It's not very fruitful. There isn't like leaves on it or anything, but there is growth happening. So that's positive. But essentially what I'm getting is you have to make your way through this nasty path to get towards the light, and it's not going to be easy. All right, let's see what card 3 is. We get Athena. It's safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Again, this definitely follows suit with everything else. It's telling you that you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge from the past, and you can use that. And by using that, you're going to set yourself up for a better outcome. Even though this is a very prickly situation, there can be a good outcome. I'm drawn to the gold bracelets, and that is divine intervention. So you can pray, definitely pray, talk to the angels, talk to source, talk to the earth, whatever it is that you do, but connect with source energy to try and help you navigate, because you can pray for the others involved in this, but they have their own free will choice, and I'm getting not necessarily aligning with yours. They have to navigate their own situation. But for you, you are being guided to, I'm getting nature, spend time outdoors, and I'm also getting to, they're telling me to tell you to do some grounding work, and that's like where you actually take off your shoes and socks in a safe spot and place your feet directly on the earth, on the dirt, on the grass, not concrete. It has to be dirt, grass, or sand at a beach, something like that. And leave yourself like that for a little while. And that will help. It helps with the energy transferring into you to it'll pull out the negative energy from you and put in positive energy to help you navigate and feel better. All right, on to this one. I'm not going to lie to you, I don't know how to say that word, so I'm just not going to. The other name that this goes by is actually the Tree of Life, and it is all about being able to provide even in the harshest living conditions. And given the other cards in this reading, you're going through a hard time. There is a bowl of water here that I'm immediately drawn to, which is like there is relief. That's what I'm getting. There is relief. It's coming, and you see it. Again, I see this other person, because I don't know. I get a sense that they're gonna be leaving, and it's going to be very challenging and tough for all parties involved. I do get the sense that they will be back. I'm not entirely sure when, but there will be relief coming. With it being the Tree of Life, it's got karmic ties. It's got ties to current life, the people in your life, your family, so on and so forth. And as you can see, like, there's lots and lots of different branches and life going on the tree. And then I'm drawn to like this, the bark, the tree trunk itself, and I'm getting lean on other people. You're not alone is what they're saying. And it's like there's 1, 2, 3, almost like 4 different trees that are joined together to create one. And that's what I'm getting. It's lean on the people around you for support in this situation. I'm quite drawn to this little, I don't know if you can see it, this little fruit. And I'm getting there, it's right above where the water, the relief is. I do get a sense that there's going to be, you're going to see some fruit for your efforts, and to take hope in that. Even though things might not be going exactly how you want them to right this minute, the efforts that you have been putting forward are bearing fruit. It's just not happening as fast as you would like it to. And that's causing some complications. As I'm saying that, I see more fruit growing on the tree. And again, it's there. It's just not happening as at your timeline. I get a sense of urgency, like the color of the sky here where the sun is setting. Like there's a sense of urgency in you to figure this out and come to a positive resolution. And I do get that this other person involved does not have that sense of urgency at all. They're not thinking the same. I do get, I get a sense that they're not thinking clearly is what it is. They are almost delusional. I don't know if that's the right word, but that's like the sense that I get. They're almost delusional in their thinking pattern, and it's really hard trying to get through to them and make them understand, because they're just like absolutely reluctant to see things the way they actually are. They're living in like la la land. And that ties to all of this. It's like super duper frustrating. I'm drawn to this, and I get elephant. I don't even know if that is an elephant. No, well, you can't see what I'm showing you. It's not an elephant, but that is what came to me. An elephant is wisdom, playfulness. They're very large, and they are family oriented. So it's, again, elephant would tie in with this. Like your family that's around you can help you with the emotional support, the mental support, even just as like a sounding board. They will be there to support you and help you work through this situation, as an elephant's family is. And family, they always protect. They always protect, and they guard, and they help each other, even when one of them strays and does something daft. The elephants will still come to their rescue. But I'm also getting playful. And in that case, you're being guided to to acknowledge all of the negativity in your world is what it is, and to take some time for yourself and do something fun, like actually just have fun. If you're just going to dwell in the negativity, you're not going to be able to come up with solutions. You're not going to be able to think clearly yourself because you're just bogged down with so much angst and anger and frustration and sadness and depression and anxiety. You need to play. You need to have some fun. That's what I get. And then again, wisdom. They are wise. They're very wise. So you have the wisdom and the ability to navigate through it. You might just not be able to think clearly because you're under too much stress right now. And that's where the play would help. All right. Well, I am sorry that was such a rough reading. Hopefully next week will be better. Have a good week, or try to. Thanks. Bye.